Hey everyone, so in today's video I'm going to be working on a piece that's a little bit more geared towards something that's more of a personal interest rather than something that's related to emotions or speaking to other people. In this video I'm also trying a little bit of experimentation, trying with different sized paper that I typically don't work with, as well as playing around with focal points. I'll get in a little more depth with that aspect and how I felt of whether I was successful or not in this video as well. Along with that, I wanted to mention that there is going to be a switch in camera angle, not only in this video but for most of my future videos. So you will see that, and I will be explaining that as well, to the reason why a little bit later. When I first started this piece, I had just recently started a new position at my other job that was causing my hands to be really sore. Because of this, I actually had to split up my line work process into 2 different sessions, which I typically try to avoid. I had originally tried to push through, but my hands were shaking, and once I hit the finer lines of the piece, I realized if I wanted to make the thinner, finer lines, I needed to give my hands a rest. I really wanted to try something a little bit different with this piece and give the planchette a sort of glowing effect. Overall, I can honestly say I'm not entirely satisfied with how this turned out, simply because I actually had to put this piece aside for a couple weeks during the moving and unpacking process, and this caused me to sort of lose sight of my initial ideas of approaching this piece and just how I wanted to create the glowing planchette. I honestly feel as though that aspect of the piece sort of fell flat. It caused me to feel as though I didn't accomplish my initial goal with the glowing. I do enjoy, however, how the hair ended up appearing. I really wanted to have a lot of her hair in the piece to sort of appear as if it is flowing in the wind, as well as having a lot of different tones to help convey some shadows, and I feel as though I really accomplished this successfully in a way that I enjoy. I feel as though my color choice for the planchette itself was rather poor. I had originally wanted the planchette to be very bright and vibrant and the focal point of the piece. But looking at the piece now, I feel as though the color choice to make it more of a wooden brown was poor. It feels like the entire piece builds up to this incredible focal point, only to disappoint by a very simple and boring planchette. Because of this, I do plan to revisit this piece in the future to try and change this, and hopefully make this piece a bit more to my liking. Unfortunately, I didn't come to this decision until after I had already edited the footage together. That all being said, I do want to make it clear that I'm not intending to be negative towards my artwork. I'm a very big believer that we need to critique our own artwork to be able to improve. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this piece. I think it's a really great idea and I really like how it came out. However, there are just small minor details about it that I don't like that I know for future reference of what I should do and how I should approach a piece like this. So, although it kind of sounded like I just went over some of the negative stuff rather than focusing on the positive stuff, it's because I'm trying to give myself something to learn from, something to improve from, which is something that we should all think about with our artwork. We should always be looking to improve. We should always be looking to find something that we could look at and say, this was good, but this is how I'm gonna make it better next time. In this piece, I used mostly koi watercolors, but I also added some of my Reeves gouache paints to add a little bit of a deeper tone to the shadows. I also created the line work with Higgins Black Magic India ink, as well as using some Sakura microns to darken up some of the lines at the end of the piece. All of this was used to create this piece on 140-pound Canson XL watercolor paper, cut down to my preferred size. I do want to quickly touch base on moving, although I do plan on talking a little bit more about it in a future video. I did just recently move house, and I am now in an apartment with just me and my cat, and I have a new art studio again. I have a whole room dedicated to my art. That's why my voiceovers sound a little bit more different than my previous ones, and my camera angles have changed, and I'm hoping that this will help me improve my video quality, not just in terms of the shots that I get of my artwork, but I'm hoping to be able to have direct angles where I speak directly to the camera, like in the beginning of this video. And I want to do this in order for my viewers to be able to recognize my face and see who I am, and put a face to the artwork, I guess. Before I wrap things up, I do want to mention that I am hoping to be making a little bit of a video that's aside from my typical schedule, that's going to be talking about a little bit of some of the upcoming and ongoing events that are happening right now. I'll go a little bit more in depth about the move that I just went through. I know I talk about it quite a bit on my vlog channel, but I'll be mentioning it and talking a little bit more in depth about that on my main channel here. I'll also be talking about shirts, some that I have now and some that will hopefully be upcoming in the shop. I will also be talking about some upcoming art shows that I'll be doing for the next 9 months. So if any of you are in the area and interested in that, I will be having more information about that, as well as just some smaller updates here and there that I know I've mentioned briefly on my vlog channel, but I want to keep you guys updated and let you guys know on my main channel here what's going on with my artwork, more than just seeing me painting these pieces, because there's so much more to my artwork and to the things that I do with my art than just what you see here. So I want to provide you guys with that as best as I can. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out. It helps you out with your suggested videos off on the side, so we both benefit from that. If you're interested in seeing any of my other videos, you can head on over to my channel, browse some of the videos that I already have, and if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button because I post new videos every Friday. See you guys next week.